Hello and welcome back to another very informative video. Today I'll be talking about different types of fellowships. This was one of the very requested videos, and this is a very good time because most of the fellowships and applications portals are open now. I thought it's a very good time to make this video, and I hope you find this video informative. This could be a very long video, so I am thinking to break it down into two parts. So without further ado, let's get started. So I'll be talking about these 8 fellowships. Now these are mostly focused for the Indian students, and some of them are also for other countries. Now most of these fellowships will target Germany, but they also have options for various European countries. So let's start. So the first one on the list is DAAD. This is a very well-known fellowship, and if you go to this link, this is the home page. It will show you everything in English, and they have a lot of funding options for all level of students. So if you are a bachelor student or you are looking for a PhD or postdoc position, or even a master student, then you can have a look at their link. So I would go to their webpage. So this is the web page. So if you click on the link, it will direct you to to their official website, and you can see. Now I won't go into too much detail into all the options that are there. You can have a look at various funding options from here. Find funding, then scholarship database and project funding. Let's go to scholarship database. Here you will get a lot of positions, like let's say the first position is showing doctoral program in Germany. Now there are also master positions here that you will get for with funding, but let's talk about one of the examples. So this is a doctoral position that is for which the DAAD is providing funding. So if I open this, now make sure you go through all the information. They will give information about the whole application process. So here is the overview page, then application requirements, then application procedure, and contact and advice. So one thing I would like to mention is that the amount of fellowship, you would see here that depending on the academic level, monthly payments of 861 euros for graduates and 1200 euros for doctoral students. So this I'm telling you just to know the range of fellowship that DAAD provides. So at most for doctoral candidates, it would give you in a range of 11 to 1300 euros, and mostly it will be 1200 euros. Now another thing is that, for example, this particular position, in this they are expecting you to give them a project proposal. So they don't have a project already prepared that aligns your area of interest. Now these types of funding options, you can, if you have some project in your own mind and you want to work on your own project for which you need funding, then these DAAD fellowships are a very good option. But the thing is, you have to write the whole project time plan and the whole project proposal yourself, and then submit it to DAAD. Then there will be a committee from different scientific fields, mostly from the field in which you are trying to apply, and they will decide on the project proposal whether it's valid or whether some improvements can be made. Then they will take an interview based on your project proposal, and then if they like it, or if they think that it's valid enough, then they will give you the funding. Now based on that funding, you can apply on to relevant labs where you think that you can carry out your project under the supervision of related scientists. In this type of process, you arrange your own funding, so labs will don't have to take care of your funding. So it's easy to get good labs because you are bringing in the funding with you. But the thing is, you have to coordinate with your lab, the DAAD, and also manage everything. So the whole report, and let's say the progress reports that happen throughout your PhD project, you also have to send a report to DAAD, who is giving you fellowship, then your lab or institute. So this whole process, when you have to coordinate both sides, it could become a bit complicated since there is a lot of documentation involved. Therefore, I personally prefer fully funded positions where there is already a project and the funding is also provided by the institute. That way you don't have to deal with multiple entities. So this is one point to keep in mind. But if you are confident enough in your own idea and you have a project that you want to work on, then it's a great idea. But remember one more thing, that here they're just paying 1200 euros, which is the base standard. This is the lowest, I think, that you would get for a PhD position. But if you look for fully funded positions, like I told in one of my previous videos, from nature or science careers, then you might get a bit more fellowship, close to 1500 euros. Okay, that was DAAD, so I would not go into more depth. So here you can find out, you can filter out your search. So for example, if you are searching with the keywords like PhD, you're looking for a PhD position and you're a graduate already, and in the field of mathematics and natural sciences. So in natural sciences, all the science related fields cover up. So here they provide one. So it's from Ministry for Education. If you open it, so you can read about it, and I think, yeah, see, so the standard funding for junior researchers is 1100 euros, and standard for funding for artists in CDF program is 1000 euros. So the fellowship amount is going to be in between 11 to 1250 euros at most, if you look at any fellowship in DAAD. So that's what they provide. It's quite standard. Yeah, okay. So that's it. So let's move on to the next. Now I would really recommend to go through their website and find anything if you are suitable, especially for masters or bachelor students. You will find something. So the next fellowship is Erasmus Global. This is a very famous fellowship that I personally know many masters and bachelor students who are studying with this type of fellowship, Erasmus, and this is their website. So this link will take you to the master's program that they provide, but they also have many fellowships for PhD students as well. So let me take you to their website. If you just type on Google, then it will give you this link, this one that you have to open, or if you just follow my link, then it would take you to this page. Erasmus Mundus Joint Master's Scholarship. So you will get all the information. So applicant's profile. So it's basically for a master's program, but if you go to their homepage and then search, you would also get programs for fundings for PhD students as well. So here they are providing scholarship for masters, and these are the applicant profile that they require. And here this EU scholarship covers the cost of students' participation in the program, travel and living allowances. So you can read about all this. So if you click on this link, online catalog for Erasmus Mundus Master's Program, so it will take you to the page of European Education and Cultural Executive Agency. Here you will find in very brief all the details, and the good news is that this scholarship lists the master's program that are offering Erasmus Mundus funded scholarship for the academic year this, and I think it's open right now. Most consortia require applications to be submitted between October and January. So good news, this is currently open, the application forms for courses starting the following academic year. So now if you scroll down a bit, you would start with various positions. So for example, here are some positions. This is a master's degree that they offer in economics and globalization. Then this is another program on engineering and data intensive intelligent software systems. They also list the locations in which countries they offer this program. And so for example, Belgium, Spain, China, Estonia, a lot of countries are covered, mostly European countries. But here is a MSc in chemical innovation and regulation. Yeah, so let's take a look at this one. You can also filter this position according to those options. Okay, so this is the project overview. Here's the summary of the whole project. You must read this. Here's the grant amount, which is pretty nice. It will cover all the cost of living, your equipment charges, and all the taxes, or everything will be covered in this. And this is the code of the project. This will be very important throughout the application. These projects are mostly a collaborative projects. So let's say 3 of these universities, they are partners, and they have a contract for these many years, almost 6-year contract. And within these 6 years, many students would participate in this project. So once you have read all this, all the summary and what the project is about, then you have to go to their official website. If you click this link, so yeah, they are just telling you to sign up and everything, but you can do that later. So this is the official web page of Erasmus Mundus Joint Master's Degree Program on the Engineering of Data Intensive Intelligent Software Systems. So if you go to admissions, then you would see the application process. If you click on it, so the applications are open. Here are the requirements, then the collect the required enclosure and prepare them. So if you click them, then it would give you all the information what you need. Then the application apply online. So so this is all the information that you need. Then the 4th step is check and submit your application within the given deadline, and verification of original documents. So you must read everything. So the last updated, so they are all updated regularly. So it's 29th October 2021. So this position was, let's say, advertised on this date. So it's a very recent position, and if you click on this, it would take you to the online application form. But you must read everything and then prepare the documents in advance before starting the whole application process. Okay, so moving on to the next option. If you want 6 or 7 month internship program, that's also there. So these are, let's say, traineeship positions. It usually ranges between minimum of 2 to 3 months to 1 year, like a small internship. For example, if you are in your master's program and you want to do your master's internship thesis from abroad with a funding, then you can start applications in this. So yeah, here's the duration. So minimum of 2 months and a maximum of 12 months. And these traineeship positions, they are open all year. So whenever you want, you can start preparing 2-3 months in advance, and then you will get the positions. It's not too difficult. So here this is what I opened: Erasmus Mundus Joint Master's Scholarship. Then there is Erasmus Master's Degree Loans. They provide all types of funding. We have the 3rd fellowship, that is Inlaks Scholarship. So this is mainly this Inlaks funds students from India to go on any program besides engineering, computer science, business related stuff anywhere in the world. So it's a very interesting scholarship program. So this is a very interesting scholarship option for the students who are trying to get, who have just finished bachelor's and they want to pursue a master's degree from any part of the world, like Europe, USA. So this is the homepage. If you follow the link, then it will take you here. So let's see how to apply. And this is the fellowship, the Inlaks Dasani Scholarships 2021. This is the scholarship name, and the applications for 2022 will open early next year. So there is still time, and before when this video is released, so you still have time to prepare for all of the scholarships that I'm talking about. Okay, so about the scholarship, let me zoom in a bit. So the scholarships are granted to bright young Indian students to read at top rated American, European, UK institutions for full-time masters, MPhil and doctorate programs. And they have also joint scholarship schemes with Imperial College London, Royal College of Art London, and University of Cambridge. This scholarship will not fund you in the fall if you are from any of these following subjects. So keep this in mind. And yeah, so these are the terms of the scholarship, how much you will get in total, and it will cover your tuition plus living allowance, and you must read through this. So these are the eligibility criteria. I think you just need mainly the first class degree, that is above 60%, or CGPA of more than 6.30, or a 2.4 GPA from any recognized university, India. Now this is a very important point, recognized university institution in India. Now the institutes in India which provide degree, like bachelor's degree, there are different types of institutes and universities that are now providing degree, which have the title like UGC recognized. But there is a very useful website where you can check if your university or the institute from which you are graduating, is it recognized in the country for which you are trying to apply or not. That's a very useful thing to check. I'll talk about it in some other video. So yeah, you have to read through all this. I am not going to go into all the details of the points. So this is the application process. They do, I think, if you read this, all the doubts will be cleared out, but still if you have some doubts, you can write me down in the comment section. And what else? Yeah, this is the selection process. So an independent Inlaks selection committee carries out the selection process for the scholarship awardees, and so this committee will evaluate your application, and the most interesting and promising candidates will be called for interviews. It happens in 2 stages, preliminary stage, and if you successfully pass the prelim stage, then you get to the final round interviews, where you have to submit your mark sheets and all the relevant documents. And the timeline is somewhat like, the application process starts every year, early year, like January, Feb, and you will get if you do not receive any communication from the foundation by mid of May, then you can safely assume that you have not been selected. And yeah, that's the whole process. The application process, everything is online. You don't have to submit any physical documents. That's a very nice thing. So you can also have a look at who are the current scholarship, who are the current people who are receiving the scholarship. For example, this is from journalism, physics from ETH Zurich. This is a very nice institute in Switzerland. Yeah, many other fields. So you can have a look. These are the current scholarship people. Then there is alumni from different years. So it's a very old. They are providing from 1960. So they are quite well established. But I also did not knew about this scholarship when I was applying for my PhD position. Okay, so moving on to the next scholarship.